fam, welcome back to another episode of Speedaddixxgarage. In this episode, we are going to finish up what is necessary on the Monte Carlo, meaning that all we have to do left is the exhaust. We've already done the stainless as far as the downpipe. We've already made the piping coming from the hooker headers to the turbo, where we got the integrated wastegate plumbed back into the downpipe. Last episode, we finished up the intercooler pipe and all the aluminum is done. All we got to do is do the exhaust. Thanks to my boy Kyle for reminding me on the downpipe exhaust. I forgot to give you guys a final shot or
the final product
of what everything looked like. So I'm gonna put a couple pictures here. It ended up coming out pretty daggone nice. It's some of my best work yet. I keep saying that. I feel like every time we do a project with some stainless, it seems like my skills get better and better. But now, let me show you what we're doing with the exhaust. So this is where we left off with the exhaust. We got the downpipe coming off of the 4-inch V-band. We made us a little brace at the top that secures to the 480. Now we need to finish making this section. As you can tell, the cross member has 2 openings. We was gonna use this side, flare it back to a dual exhaust. But we have decided to do something just a little bit different. Since a single turbo, we're gonna do a single exhaust, and we're gonna bring it out right here on the passenger side, right in this general area. So let me show you the components that we're gonna use to get this job done. First item we're gonna use is a 4-inch high flow muffler. This is not a catalytic converter, it's a muffler. And I mean, it's gonna quiet it down just a little bit. You can see it's got the perforated holes inside that kind of muffle the sound. This particular unit is from Total Flow. It is mild steel. I think it's stainless on the outside, but this is mild steel. I brushed it on my convolute wheel to give it that polished look. And we will see how this works out. Wow, next item is, check this out, 4-inch oval. This is what you use if you have ground clearances. Obviously this is 4-inch. This is 4-inch as well, but it's been smushed down. So the height difference is not 4-inch. I don't know how, matter of fact, let's measure how tall it is. So for anybody interested in 4-inch oval, about 2 3/4 or so, a little shy of 3 inches. Now we're going from 4-inch round to this, so how are we gonna make that happen? Wow, we got a 4-inch round to 4-inch oval transition piece. This is what we're gonna use to go from round to oval. I've already mocked up a little spool piece. I always call a little straight section a spool piece. This particular straight section is 4-inch, roughly about 10 inches. Actually, I'll take it back, about 20 inches. And then to give it a little bit of a kick, I have about 3 or 4. I got 4 pie cuts. We may bring it down to 3, but that's what we're gonna use to kick it out the side. So this is our area that we get to work with. It's hard to tell, but you got the roof line right here. And then as it come down, you basically lose ground clearance. We're gonna basically run this kind of like this, and it's gonna have just a little bit of space, and it's gonna sit somewhere in the rear. So I'm gonna start out with getting some of these pie cuts fitted up a little bit better, tacked together. We're gonna end up tacking this on. Probably leave 1 pie off so we can get our orientation right. And then another thing that I've noticed is that this particular bin is kind of like not good. You can see that the top is not flush, so we're gonna have to flush that out. And then it's kind of hard to tell, but this doesn't fit up quite like I want it. I'm gonna have to manipulate that to minimize all my gaps. But you know, here at Speedaddixxgarage, we're gonna get it knocked out. right, guys, a few hours have passed. Let me show you where we're at. First things first, I got this 45-degree rectangle. Hold on. I got this 45-degree 4-inch oval polished up using the convolute wheel. Off camera, I also put this in the vise to squeeze it down so that it can match up that. Both of them are clean, so now we're ready to tack it up. Got to ground it. The last part of the puzzle, I used one of my universal exhaust mounts. These mounts do not move at all, but it does have the rubber insulator on it. I used 2 riv nuts, and this is secure. And the last thing we need to do is put one of these on the downpipe. Me and Jeff decided to take this Speedaddixx logo and raise it up a bit. As you can tell, maybe about 1 inch off of the downpipe. The reason being, he wants to wrap all this to minimize heat. And with this gap in here, he can actually wrap it this, and then he can actually run probably 2 or 3 loops of wrap in between here. That way, when it's all wrapped, all you're gonna see is who did the fabrication. All right, everybody, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna go in the house and I'm gonna rest. I'm probably not supposed to be out here because I have the vid. And yeah, it ain't nothing to play with. But in the meantime, I'll check you on the next episode.